Tuesday, December 19th, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday, December 19th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. The time is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night. And our top story Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night is the Republican tax bill was the easy part. The next debate could be much uglier. A single vote leads to a rare tie for control of the Virginia legislature. Amtrak inquiry will focus on driver distraction and excessive speed. 12 cruise ship passengers dead after bus crashes in Mexico. McMaster, Tilson keep up pressure in North Korea. The Thomas Fire is now the second largest in modern California history. Yemen rebel missile fired at Riyadh bears hallmarks of Iran. After U.S. veto UN General Assembly meet on Jerusalem status. President Moon rides KTX with citizens in an effort to promote Pyeongchang Olympics. Israel arrests Palestinian girl at Tomato over viral video of soldier slapping. Unsettled weather will hassle holiday travel and winds increase in California. Democrats unlikely to force the ACA vote this week probably averting shutdown. Trump's approval rating is lower than any other president at the end of his first year. Parents upset in Connecticut over surprise Ivanka Trump high school visit. Dunkin' Donuts is releasing a coffee-inspired beer with a Massachusetts brewery. Coinbase adds Bitcoin Cash give a moment to Bitcoin rival. Elon Musk actually shared his personal phone number on Twitter. Woman says she was billed $350 after negatively reviewing an Indiana hotel. NASA's planning a mission to Alpha Centauri in 2069. Thursday's winter solstice marks the longest night of the year. International crew arrives at the space station for the holidays. FDA approves gene therapy to fix mutations that could lead to blindness. NIH lips plan to research that could make deadly viruses even worse. New guidelines say the flu shot is safe for even more people, including those with egg allergies. Embryo is just a year younger than the mother who birthed her. Peter Children's Time is 11:01 p.m. on this late Tuesday night. 7 for traffic and transit pot. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA. The Waiting Line space minor delays to the signal prominent Ashmont. Commuter rail and the ferry sail. Looking good. Okay, look at that. I was in Maui at New England. 146 on the southbound side. Little Silver in the North Smithfield stretch. 295 at the northbound side. Southbound between Crescent and Johnson. 195 eastbound side. It is over the Somerset stretch headed towards Fall River. 24 at the northbound side. Little Silver, Route 79 and Fall River. 495 at the southbound side. So over the Bilber Carver stretch. Route 68 eastbound side. Little Soul just right after Route 130 in Sandwich. 95 southbound side. Little Silver, Route 1 in Sharon. And Mass Pike on the westbound side. It is slow after Route 93 in Boston and 93 at the northbound side. Little Silver, the Pike in Boston and 93 is southbound side. It is slow before the Mass Pike in Boston. Mass Pike on the westbound side. Also before 128 in Weston. 393.95. Looking good from 128 to the New Hampshire border. Today, westbound side. Little Surround. Route 190 in Worcester. Today on the eastbound side. Little Surround. Sword Street in Worcester. And 91. It's closed to do overnight work between 57 and 291 in Springfield on 1 at the northbound side. A4 in both ends is backed up around Route 69 in Waterbury, Connecticut. And Connecticut highways are looking good in New Hampshire. Every turn back at the southbound side, Lowell Road, Manchester, Hampshire stretch before Route 101. Main turn stop and go between Lewiston and Augusta, 95. Southbound side, Lowell Road, Augusta stretch, 95 at the northbound side. It's off of Waterbury, Fairfield, and Maine. 95 at both ends back between Pittsfield and Ono, Maine. And 95 at both ends back between Ono and Holton. Famisburg, westbound side, and the main turnback is a little slow after 295. Smaller turnback is southbound side, slow around Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. 95 main turnback northbound side, Lowell Curry, Maine. 93 at the northbound side, Lowell Tilton, New Hampshire. And 89 on the southbound side, so New London and Newbury, Connecticut. And 93 on the southbound, on the northbound side, back between Frankfort and Woodstock. And 91 on both ends back between Hanover, all the way over the Canadian border. And 98 on both ends back between Montpelier and Randolph. And 8 on northbound side back between Montpelier and Williston. Interstate 87 on the southbound side, Los Osmo Charm in New York State. And Interstate A7 in North Bandside, Los Route 11 in Champlain, New York. Peter Challenger Star Beers. 11:04 on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a weather report. And looking at the radar satellite loop, and it shows clouds covering much of the coastal South Shore and Cape Downs and coastal Massachusetts, and a line of rain showers stretching a line from northwest Connecticut, stretching for Springfield, and another line stretching from Warren, Massachusetts, and South Connecticut, stretching back from Sturbridge all the way down to Natick and for Boston, and another line of rain showers from Sharon's to the stretching of northern Plymouth County from Brockton to Situate and out to sea. And it's headed towards the east. And snow and sleet rain showers down around west of Claremont, New Hampshire, and patchy snow showers stretch the line from northwest Maine Island to northern New Hampshire, and then the north central Vermont and upstate New York, and down around Utica, and snow around Ontario, New York, stretching out to Geneva, New York, and snow down on the northeastern Ontario from Toronto to Yorker, and snow coming to much of New Brunswick, and rain showers coming to much of Nova Scotia, and snow down on the southeastern portions of Quebec and northwestern portions of Montreal. Okay. Take a look at the current conditions. 46 degrees of temperature, humidity is 73%. By rain rate 12.6 inches, and it's falling slowly, and wind speed northwest at 2 miles an hour. Currently, around the region, it's 48 in Boston, 46 in Beverly and Gloucester, and Bedford and Fitchburg, 41 in Worcester, 48 in Norwood and Taunton, 50 in New Bedford, it's 52 in Plymouth, 50 in Falmouth and Chatham, 51 in Woodsall, 48 in Provincetown, 50 in Nantucket, it's 46 in Providence, 50 out in Queensland, 48 in Block Islands, 45 in Hartford, 46 in Danbury and Bridgeport and New Haven, and Meriden, and 46 in Waterbury, 48 in Danbury, it's 45 in Springfield, 39 in Pittsfield, 41 out in North Adams, Mass, 37 in Rutland, Vermont, 39 in Bennington, Vermont, 41 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 43 in Keene, New Hampshire, and Jeffrey, and 39 and 43 in Nashua, and Portsmouth, and Concord, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 39 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Alright, forecast goes like this. Isolated showers before 1 a.m. Most of the clouds gather at grass and clear sky about 35 degrees. West about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Chance 20%. For Wednesday, Sunday in the most coast about 42 about 17 degrees. And northwest about 6 to 9 miles of gust size. 21 miles an hour. For Thursday, Sunday in the most clouds about 31 about 18 degrees. And northwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Should light north wind. For Friday, snow like minimum for after 4 p.m. Clouds skies high about 32 to about 31 degrees. And chance patient at 65%. Saturday, rain high to 55 and a low about 37 degrees. And chance patient at 70%. For Sunday, Putney, Sunday, the most gust for 45 about 34 degrees, and chance patient 30%. Rain likely on Christmas Day, rain likely most of the gust about 44 about 23 degrees, and chance patient 70%. And for Tuesday, most of the gust about 32 degrees. And that's me for the Peter Channel, 11 o'clock news, and it's late Monday night. Late Tuesday night, December 19th, 2017. I'm Peter J. Which will be have a good night with a good Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the More Report. We'll be have a good night.